One of the biggest bummers about being a pollster is that sometimes there's a huge swing in public opinion and absolutely no indication at all why it happened. Let's examine one such case where Americans now support unhindered free speech significantly less than they did just 16 months ago. First, how often are Americans using social media? 34% of them say every day or nearly every day, and a combined 56% say at least several times a week. 30% say rarely or never. From January 2022, that rarely or never response is up 2 points, and 5 points fewer people say every day or nearly every day. So if these numbers are to be believed, Americans are using meaningfully less social media than they were back in January of 2022. Now keep in mind, a lot has happened since then. An election, a war in Ukraine, a Twitter purchase. And January 2022 was still a period more meaningfully influenced by COVID self-flagellation. The numbers are down pretty much across the board, but Democrats are the one place where usage has seemed to increase. The 57% who previously said they used social media at least several times a week is now up to 68%. I wonder what's driving that. It couldn't possibly be Mastodon's great user experience. Now, which is better? For owners of social media like Facebook and Twitter to regulate what is posted to make sure some people are not offended, or to allow free speech without interference? 41% of Americans say to regulate what is posted, and 44% say to allow free speech without interference. This is an especially troubling result because just 16 months ago, 51% said they wanted to allow free speech without interference, and only 35% said sites should regulate what is posted. I think it's fair to say that free speech advocates would point to the happenings in the last year as a form of vindication, but it looks like we're kind of getting some blowback perhaps. Men and women shifted about equally, but 18 to 39-year-olds is where most of the movement is. 60% of 18 to 39-year-olds in this poll now say social media companies should regulate what is posted, and only 35% say they should allow free speech without interference. Those numbers are a complete reversal from January 2022, when 48% of 18 to 39-year-olds said there should be unfettered free speech, and only 38% preferred companies to intervene to keep people from being offended. Maybe some of them have witnessed firsthand what being offended now means, or maybe there's some major controversy happening on these sites right now that people want the companies to crack down on. I have my suspicions. But here are the party numbers, and Democrats are actually pretty unchanged here, about 2 points less likely to say either response, and Republicans have moved a decent amount in the censorship direction. They were 72 to 20% in favor of free speech in the last set, but independents have had a complete turnaround. They said free speech over censorship before, 54% to 26%, and now they're split on the issue. Post your theories in the YouTube comments. How safe for children and teenagers are social media sites like Facebook and Twitter? 40% say at least somewhat safe, but only 10% say very safe. Many more, 57%, say not safe, but only 16% of them say not at all safe. Men and women are about equal, but here are the age numbers, and it is very much older Americans driving the signal. Though only 18% of 18 to 39-year-olds say social media sites are very safe for children and teenagers. Here are the party numbers, and although Democrats are more permissive than Republicans and independents, they're only roughly split on this one. If you're a subscriber and you want to dig deeper, I found it counterintuitive that parents with kids in the house and married couples were more likely to say these sites were safe. But it's probably a combination of having to figure out how to cope with these things in the home, plus those who aren't married and don't have kids in the home probably skew older and are more anti-social media. One more standout slide. Even people who frequently use social media are not glowingly approving of its use for children and teenagers. Only 12% of daily social media users say it's very safe, and only 51% say at least somewhat safe. Though those who rarely use social media are almost entirely against children using it. It's nice having a more benign topic than our last few. I hope you found this interesting. We pick a new slate of questions this coming Tuesday, so if you can think of an interesting set of 2 to 4 questions on one coherent and interesting topic, give it a shot and post them in the YouTube comments. Subscribe to our channel, like the video, and thanks for watching.